Tell me one good reason why I should try continuing to fight it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my review of the Bluedio T-Elf2. Yes, alam ko wala na faded na yung Bluedio branding, which we'll get into a little later. Ang weird ng product name, T-Elf. I don't get it. Never mind, gets ka na pala. Tayo na, hirap ka biro neto. So yeah, these are my second pair for these earbuds. The first ones being the Halo GT ones, which had bad and inconsistent touch controls. Spoiler alert, these have very nice touch controls. You can buy this at Lazada for $9.99 and only comes in black. If you guys want to see my unboxing and first impressions of this, then you can check it out here. So the Bluedio T-Elf2 is along the price range of budget wireless earbuds. I've been using these for more than a month now, and here are my thoughts. So regarding the faded or almost not visible Bluedio branding, just based on that, I'm guessing that the T-Elf2 is an OEM product made by an unnamed manufacturer, and Bluedio just left its branding on it and called it the Bluedio T-Elf2. I'm not sure, again, I'm guessing, so to anyone knowledgeable about this, then you can just correct me in the comments. But for now, I'm just going to call this for what it is, the T-Elf2. The Bluedio T-Elf2 operates through Bluetooth 5.0, has 6mm drivers for either earbuds, has a frequency response of 20 to 20,000 Hz. The charging case has a 650mAh battery. Bluedio didn't indicate the battery capacity for the earbuds themselves, but I'm assuming somewhere around 50 milliamps for each of them. Bluedio also claims that these are water resistant and didn't indicate any number for the IP certification, so I'm also going to assume this maybe IP67 or even 68. The charging case is 4cm tall, 6cm long, and 2.5cm wide. The earbuds are 1.5cm at the thickest point and 2cm at the longest point. This is pretty much compatible with any OS, Android, iOS, Windows, and Mac. So starting off with build quality, so the charging case is made entirely of plastic and is okay. Not great build quality, but okay. It feels kind of cheap and really light, which is a good thing. It easily scratches even with me just carefully putting it into my pocket or my bag. It also has this cheap looking glossy silver plastic for the hinge, which is a real head scratcher why they used it. The earbuds on the other hand have solid build quality, made entirely of plastic also, but built really well. So I have dropped these several times from my hand and not from my ear. Take note, even with me dropping these, it doesn't scratch easily and took quite a number of drops for it to have some minor scuffs on them. Why I always drop them from my hands, you'll find out a little later. So the charging case is really basic and practical looking, which is okay for me. Again, if it's new, it has the Bluedio branding. It has a USB Type-C charging port and an LED indicator. Blue for when you open it up and also when charging the earbuds inside of it. Red when it has a low battery and green when it's charging. The earbuds are also plain looking and basic, so it has this bump over here which has two small holes for the white LED indicator and microphone. Behind it, you have these gold contact points for charging, which corresponds to the ones in the charging case. Left and right indicators, and the ear tip, which is angled for ergonomics so they don't easily fall out of your ears. And going into that, so yeah, these will stay secured in your ears for maybe even extreme activities. You can also replace the ear tips with the ones in the box kung masyado malaki butas ng tenga nyo. De joke lang syempre. So actually using it, it's straightforward, easy, and intuitive. When using it for the first time, simply open the charging case. The earbuds will turn on and are in pairing mode. Open Bluetooth on your device and the T-Elf2 should show up. Pair it, and when handling the earbuds, I recommend holding them like this and put them in your ear. So when pairing again, the earbuds should connect automatically to your device. The T-Elf2 has touch-sensitive controls on both earbuds. When tapping, it gives this audible beep sound and has voice prompts. When turning it on or off when it's connected, all that shit. Long press for a little over a second to activate your voice assistant or reject calls. Long press for 2 to 3 seconds to turn it on or off. Single tap on either earbuds to play pause music or answer calls. Double tap the right earbud to increase volume. Double tap the left earbud to decrease volume. Triple tap the right earbud to skip songs. Triple tap the left earbud for previous song. And rapidly quadruple tap either earbuds to redial the last person you called. The touch controls are really good, like I said. It's responsive, consistent, and has a large area for the touch sensor with with a small dead zone, which is understandable of course. Although I wish Bluedio made a software for this wherein you could maybe disable the beeping prompts when using the touch controls. In the beginning it was really helpful, but after using it for a while and getting used to it, it can get annoying if you already know where to tap on the earbuds. You can also use each earbud independently on different devices, although take note that you won't be able to adjust the volume on the earbuds when used independently. So this is a nice feature if you want to lend your friend one who maybe doesn't have the same taste of music as you. The TL2 also has a feature where if you remove one earbud, whatever you're listening to or watching pauses automatically. And the proximity sensor for that is actually here, where it makes contact with the tragus of our ear. Yeah, this is called the tragus, FYI. And this feature is consistent for the most part. Although to those of you who want to turn this feature off, I couldn't get it to turn off, so something to take note. So I mentioned that these are water resistant, and it's true for the most part. I have tested these while I was in the shower, and water messes up the touch controls. Like, really messes them up. So to those of you who were thinking of using this in the rain or in the pool, then well, you can still use them, just don't expect it to be an enjoyable experience. And most importantly is sound quality. So how does the TL2 sound? Well, really good for the most part. Highs, mids, and lows are all well balanced, and something I noticed right off the bat is that the bass is not heavy or not as punchy as compared to something like JBL or Beats, which usually have overpowering bass. I actually like this, so this is my taste when it comes to audio quality. But of course, if you guys want a more powerful bass or punchier bass with your earbuds, then you should look elsewhere or maybe even spend a little bit more. Loudness is really good also, the same or maybe even a bit louder compared to the Halo GT1. Considering the price, sound quality is great. Call quality using the TL2 is great also. I can hear the person on the other end of the call loud and clear, and the same goes for the microphone quality. Although it's not perfect of course. Using them indoors or in areas where there's minimal noise, these sound excellent, but once you get outside with fairly noisy surroundings, then it gets bad. These don't have any type of noise cancelling features. Bluedio did mention about this VFT that I know nothing about, which basically should improve sound quality and reduce noise. I would say it works with cancelling out minimal noise, like maybe around 5 decibels. You can definitely hear the noise coming from something like people talking, cars, all that shit. You can still hear whatever you're listening to just fine, but of course with the addition of outside noise. So yeah, that might be a deal breaker for you. Sorry to disappoint you, but considering the price, then I can't really complain. Regarding latency, when watching videos on YouTube, it's perfectly fine. There's barely any delay from the video and audio. But when it comes to games, for example PUBG Mobile, there's definitely a noticeable delay when playing, but not so much that it would affect your performance in games. At least for me. Directional audio is really good. You can easily hear footsteps, different gunshot sounds, all that shit. And lastly is battery life. So unlike other budget wireless earbuds, which maybe only last for about 2 to 3 hours, these last for 5 to 6 hours on a single charge. Actually, even more than that if you're just listening at around 60% volume. So these have great battery life, even matching the battery life on more expensive, higher end wireless earbuds. So once you do deplete them, just pop them in the charging case and it will recharge from 0 to 100 in just 1 hour. And regarding the charging case, so I only really needed to charge this once a week at most. So I actually didn't keep track of how many times I was able to charge the earbuds themselves with the case, but my estimate is somewhere around 4 to 5 times before having to charge the case for about 2 hours. So charging the earbuds in the case, the LED on the case will turn blue and turn off when the earbuds are fully charged. The LED on the case will flash red when it has low battery. Charging it, it turns green and turns off when fully charged. And the reason why I drop these from my hands from time to time is because most of the time I would only use these 1 hour at a time and I would have to put it back into the charging case, but I don't want to do that. I'm not sure if this only applies to smartphones, but it's like having to plug in your phone at 70 to 80% charge, which is harmful to our smartphones batteries if you do it all the time. I'm OC like that, so I would just hold them for a bit when I'm not using them and put them in my bag or pockets instead of inside the charging case. So at times it would slip out of my hands when doing that, so yeah. So in conclusion, the Bluedio TL2 offers great value. Actually, even regardless of the price, these are great. So if you can get past some of my nitpicks and cons for this, mainly with the noise cancellation or lack thereof, then I can easily recommend these, especially to those of you who don't want to spend 2 to even 10,000 pesos on a pair of wireless earbuds. Battery life, touch controls, and sound quality are all really good. So yeah, if you guys want to buy this, I'll leave the link in the description. If you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you feel like you have to, consider subscribing and turn on notifications to be updated on my latest videos. Of course, bookmark and use my Lazada affiliate link if you're buying at Lazada, and donate to my PayPal also to support the channel. Like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter for other updates and announcements. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.